I wanna talk about a man who loves Biafra. I wanna talk about a man who is a hero. I wanna talk about a man who has Biafra at heart. Nnamdi Kanu, oh. Nnamdi Kanu, I can see you, you are a godsend. Nnamdi Kanu, you are a hero to our world. You made a footstep, you are a great man. You did a great work, you made a full speech, you are a great man. Oh, double keep on. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. You read history like a man. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. You broke history like a man. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one we are talking about. You are the hero of our land. You made us to understand the history of the world. You made us to understand you are leader. I want to know you. You are a strong man. I want to know you. You are a strong man. One man sport over all. One man sport all over the world. Biafra man, the lion who is in the Zion. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. When I hear your voice, it makes me stronger. Yeah. When I hear your voice, I see the enemies trembling. Yeah. When I hear your voice, I see the Biafran stronger. The people in the Zion, everybody raise your hands for the hero. Hey, Nnamdi Kanu, you are a godsend to allow. You set the trap, the zoo from inside it. You set the trap, you had emotion. You raise your voice, yeah, you say it so strong. Hey, when you speak out loud, the outside is confused, the Yoruba man is confused, the Zulu is in confusion. You are a true Biafran fan. When I look at you, I see other people you. Nnamdi Kanu, I see the spirit of Biafra in you. Move on, move on, move on. We are right beside you. We are in your left and your right and your back and in your front. We are with you, our brother. Cause you make us stronger. Have you seen a Biafra? Seen a Biafra man. The true son of Biafra. He is a true hero. Speaking to the nations, America stood up, Europe stood up, Asia stood up, Africa, they are standing. Everybody is standing for one man. A man of true passion. There is no more going back. We are here to stay. No more challenge, no more debates with facts and figures. They are destroyed. I can see the Hausa man cannot stand again. I can see the Yoruba man, he cannot stand again. You separated the seed from the chaff. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. IBOB, the salute you. We salute the hero. We salute the hero. Biafra strive for world. It is time for our freedom. I said this is our season. This is our time. Freedom, freedom, freedom to Biafra. Freedom, 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 we are unstoppable. Yes, once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uchi Ukafomefo. He is from Abatete, and Abatete is in Anambra, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Most of you will not understand the depth, the weight, and the strength behind that words. Because only few people can survive in a nation, in a country like Nigeria without being corrupted. Only very few men and women. And so when he say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption, you can only imagine the frustration is given to the system of the Nigerian state. He's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. The one man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people in the past 6 decades. Nobody has been able to do that. Because the moment you come up, you say, no, marginalization must stop, intimidation must stop, harassment must stop, point and kill must stop, emasculation, tribalism, nepotism, all these things must stop. You have 2 choices. He said that you are hunted down like Ken Saro-Wiwa. He said that you are assassinated like Elichi Martin. He said that you are killed like Adakaburu, and so on and so forth. Or you will accept bribe. And then you will be singing Biafra with one mouth. But here the other mouth, you are a full Nigerian. Nigerian police are guiding you. No, Nigerian police are the one guiding you. You freedom fighter who want Nigeria that is feeding many criminals across the globe. You will be the one that they are protecting. And you think you are fooling us. We shall know when the time comes. And so when we reference our leader, Supreme Leader, His Eminent, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you should not be jealous. Come and do what you have done. Maybe by now you're oil well now, you're money now. Maybe you be on your own private jet. So when I look at these people who say they are achievers as a black man, when I look at majority of them, their hands are soiled in the blood of their people. By the grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I am George Onyibe. I'm from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land, for the avoidance of doubt. And I serve the indigenous people of Biafra in the capacity of the African Rep and the Nigerian International Coordinator. We must move ahead to acknowledge the Almighty Creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of man. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma e, ịhụnanya ị na-agị obiọma gị, o juru anya dadị o. Inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Without wasting much of our time, we will go on still in the spirit of 30th of May, still in the mood of remembering the fallen heroes and heroines, including the living ones. Our team remain. We will never forget them. We will never forget them. But our topic this morning is those who died in the dispensation of IPOB. Of course, when I say those who died in the dispensation of IPOB, or rather should I say those who died in the dispensation of agitation,
those massacred in the dispensation of agitation. I think it's better that way. Because Owazurike led thousands of Biafran's youth to their death. And today he's building Nigerian embassy, Biafra embassy inside Abuja. He's building Nigerian Radio Buhari in the guise of Biafra. No, they have Biafra University inside Nigeria in this life, where the name of Biafra terrorized and traumatized Nigerian people. I always tell you, we always tell you, go to your Yoruba pastor and mention Biafra. You will see, you will kick them off the balance. You will know that the name of Biafra is bigger than the name they used to deliver you. What are they afraid of? This morning, we must continue to remember them. Till 30th of May, we must continue to remember them. For the sacrifice of our fallen heroes will never be in vain. And that atrocity of Nigerians against us as a Biafran people will never be forgotten. It will never be blotted away. The only thing that will bring peace is that everybody should go his own way. And then maybe we can be good neighbors. But you continue keeping us in this one Nigeria, you understand that we have been pushed to the war already. And believe me, it's going to boomerang. It's going to boomerang. One thing I have respected Homo sapiens for, not just Homo sapiens, but every living creature of God, they know how to improvise. When they feel threatened, it doesn't matter the time it takes, they develop a defense mechanism. This helps them to fight back. That is why, irrespective of the hunger that is initiated, making many of us to compromise, but yet some are working very hard to develop a defense mechanism against starvation. Developing a defense mechanism against even death itself. For in the end, we are the one who choose how we will die this day. We've taken time to analyze those who died in different dispensations, but it didn't stop there. It continues, and now we are going to look at those who died under the dispensation of Biafra. How long are we going to keep quiet while they cut us down one after the other? Considering the number of people that have been killed in the last 70 to 80 years, Biafrans, everybody will agree with me sincerely that over 20 million or thereabout Biafrans have been hunted down. And so they know it's propaganda. If you agree 3.5 million died just 3 years, and somewhere along the line you agree that over 29,000 died just in 1 year, and you agree that over 29 women were murdered by British government in the guise of Aba women riot. Could you please take all this record and put them together? I'm not talking about those who are unaccounted for. And then when they come out, they say, hey, the highest in population is Hausa. And now I begin to wonder, where is the Hausa? Because irrespective of the fact now that they are trying to climb down on Biafran people, you see them at the nook and cranny of Biafra land now as a foot soldier, jihadi soldier. How many are they? But even at that, they are just very handful of them. But the amazing thing is that because they have access to AK-47, British government is properly equipping them to massacre our people again if we should march. But we will march, but it's not going to be on their term. Because we said the next one, that bullet that was not shot in Yoruba land, that bullet that was not shot in Hausa land, we shall shoot it there. So when you are trying to occupy Biafra land and you're trying to make us feel that, oh, they are going to kill us, you killed us in our land. This time we will die outside the gate. Jesus have to go outside the gate to die. That is when the children of Israel were freed from bondage. That is when Christians were liberated. Maybe what is remaining is that we will willingly sacrifice ourselves outside the gate of Biafra land. And then, so maybe the sacrifice required of us will be complete. So don't get it into your thick head. You will do whatever you want to do in Biafra land, but your land will never remain the same again. For your children and children after them will tell the story of what will happen to your land. So while you are building barracks everywhere in Biafra land, please go back to your land and build barracks. But that is not where we are going anyway. It's just a way of trying to express oneself. Those who were murdered during agitation era will be remembered. Raphael Owazurike led out many Biafran youth today. But I tell people, when you say you don't want to join IPOB, you are not very fast responding to IPOB. I do not blame people, because considering what Owazurike did, it's only those who have Biafra at heart will come out and join this struggle. They were busy selling Wazirike boys. Biafran youth who followed Wazirike. Nigerian police in Anambra were busy selling their liver and kidney. Go and ask India people if they will open the record for you. Of course, those are black market. Kill them, dump their dead body in Izu River. Just cycle them, shoot them. Before they die, they remove their liver, they remove their kidney, depending on the one they want to. Then police were parabolating. Nigerian police were parabolating everywhere with cooler, with ice block. But fighting for freedom, is it a crime? Somebody come and say, you, from today you have become nigger. And you say, yes, we are nigger. Because if I say you, like our leader said, you have become chimpanzee and monkey, they will say I'm insulting people. But they now say, yeah, you are now Nigeria. Yeah, we are Nigeria. And all of a sudden, you discover you are not Nigeria. You discover you are Duduwa. It's not a sin. You discover you are Arewa. It's not a sin. You discover you are Biafra. Then it becomes a treasonable felony. And then you're hunting us down like animals. You want to force us into this marriage we don't want. You lie. Do what you can while you have the time to do it. Many Biafrans youth, unaccounted for, was murdered. Wazirike don't have record of any of them. There is a brother in my unit where I worship in IPOB. One day we were talking. He said to me, he said, do you know I have to leave Aba? Because the Bakassi boys that we actually trained at that time to hunt down Wazirike boys, we after him. We abandoned everything and he started all over again. And when he told me the story of what he encountered, all his friends who joined Mozob, all of them were hunted down. You think when we come here, we talk, we are not ready for you? You want to hunt us down? We will not give you the privilege. We will not be careless with our life, but we are ready for everything. Our heart is ready for you already. You think we don't know the difference between we and you? We value life, you don't value life. And because we value life, you are taking our life. No, you are boasting of your Boko Haram Fulani Hesme Miati Allah. Soon you will see Biafra Haram, and then we shall know. Chuko Kika Biama, and that's your own God who is actually stronger. Don't worry, you bail up us, you say, hey, don't kill me. You dare to kill them. Very soon, when you bail up us, we say, don't bail up us. Don't shoot, don't bother. Because we have enough suicide bomber uniform on our body that will exterminate all of you. But you of course, you have monopoly over killing. So continue to kill. Let us see how it will end. You fought, you brought death to our doorstep. Today you parade yourself as a hero. Founding father, we are looking at you. Will you see them? Obasanjo, will you see them? Late Buhari, will you see them? T.Y. Danjuma, will you see them? Badamasi Babangida, will you see them? Late Abacha, will you see them? All of them, will they tell you about their history? Go to Nigerian food, they will say, what do they call it? Personality profile. They lie to you. These are terrorists. These are war criminals. These people are supposed to be rotten in jail. But of course, who would see it? Those who would have said it are the people who are responsible. Those people who died because they followed Wazirike for the sake of Biafra, we will remember them. It's not their fault. They thought Wazirike was the leader. In fact, was our leader not even following Wazirike, thinking he was the man who will lead us out? But when they discover how evil he was, all of them backed up. There is a write-up going on in media. He said, I was kidnapped by Wazirike. And so we can't blame them. That is why sometimes I say, even those who betrayed Biafra and were hunted down by the Awusa Fulani, Awusa Nigerian master, I don't blame them, because you never know what they experience, what they encounter. Look at today. Many people are working very hard to run down principal officers who are working sincerely. I do not blame them, because they think IPOB is here for buying and selling. And there's somewhere along the line like Wazirike we will fizzle out. I never know what is in the heart of our leader, but truly I must tell you that Chuko Kikabiama say, no, this man is different and it's going to be different. So when you are working hard and taking that somewhere along the line IPOB become history, you are dreaming and hallucinating, because it could only get better and we shall metamorphose to the next level. So stop fooling yourself. We have given fools so much time to wake up. We have given so much time to saboteurs to come back to their senses, but they are not coming back to their senses. Let us see how much time we have it, because the clock is ticking already. I do not blame them. They want freedom. There is nothing anybody can ask for. There is no greater gift you can give to Biafrans, a genuine one at this moment, other than freedom. Something more than good. Something more than good. The freedom of the Biafran people is something more than good. Something more than gas and oil. Something more than gas and oil. Something more than good is the freedom of the Biafran people. There is nothing you will give us we will value. Our freedom is that which make money in consequence. But you won't understand anyway. We will remember them. All of them. Wazirike boys, the one thrown inside the Zoo River. All of them, we will remember them. It doesn't matter what Wazirike is doing. Today he's eating money now. When you say something, some people say, leave them, leave them. Hasari is receiving over 10 million US dollar every year. When you say, no, leave, does he know how many job people that died? Tomorrow now, Nigeria say, that man, there is Igbo that kill you. He's a young man. Tomorrow now they say no, IPOB is killing our youth, but Wazirike you will never hear about them. Go to all the Wazirike building in checking point. Don't you know Wazirike have checking point? Those of you who will enter, you know where Wazirike checking point, Mozob office is. The house is painted Biafra flag. In fact, Nigerian police are guiding there. But once they catch you, you IPOB, you are in soup. But they will end up in that soup. They died. We will remember them 30th of May. When IPOB started, on that very day, we were remembering our hero on the Chahed Bridge. We went there, peacefully protesting. We want to remember our dead. We want our freedom. We want to decide through plebiscite or referendum, because many states in Nigeria become Nigerian like Atiku, like Buhari. They become Nigerian through plebiscite, which is referendum. Many Cameroon land is in Nigeria today through plebiscite, which is referendum. And many Biafra land is in Cameroon today through plebiscite, which is referendum. This is the same thing we ask for. But of course, the reason why you are hearing Nigeria, Nigeria is because of something we don't even know yet. So that more than you can know. But then we will unravel all of them. Every mystery, we will unravel it, and we will expose every atrocity. We say, let's remember them. On that night, that evening, that eve of that very day, we gathered at Onitsha Head Bridge. Nigerian Navy, who are supposed to be fighting pirates in the high sea. Only in Nigeria you see Navy inside forest. They are swimming desert. Only in Nigeria. They were in Onitsha Head Bridge, including under security apparatus. When you see them, they are jumping as if they are American FBI or trained soldier. These people are, they don't even go to training. Of course, they see unarmed IPOB member. They opened fire. Late Chimobi Okafor was shot in the hand. And there was a brother there. His name is Chimobi. They shot Chimobi, and another Chimobi came and rescued the life of Chimobi. Late Chimobi Okafor, of course, we will remember them. She was shot in the hand and was almost dying. Another brother called Chimobi, I won't complete his name for security purposes. He rescued Chimobi Okafor. It's unfortunate that Chimobi is dead and her soul will forever live. All those of you who are saying, hey, Chimobi did this, Chimobi did that, Chimobi did that. Chimobi is dead, though. Come and replace Chimobi. No, come, Chimobi is dead. Come and replace her. All of you have gone mood. Thunder will fire all of you. We know all of you. I respect myself because the privilege I have cannot be abused. But I will not hide any truth from any of you. Then the people say, Chimobi this, the same way you are saying, now the Kanu did this, Uchemefo did this, Uchemefo did this, now the Kanu did this. This is the way all of you, where are all of you? You become mute all of a sudden. Chimobi is dead. You people successfully poisoned her. Where are you now? Judge Onyibe will not give you that privilege. Shame. We will remember all of them. Do you know how many people who died there? There is a lady that was selling clothes that morning in their shop because he served a man who is selling boutique. A stray bullet killed her. And now all those people who died at Onitsha Head Bridge, we will remember them. And I must use this privilege to tell every state coordinator. Don't tell me I was not the state coordinator then. Begin to dig deep. We want the data of all these people. We want all of them. Because some of you think you are a chairman, Minister of Information, Minister for inside IPOB Kwano. Go and begin to gather all this information. Because these people death will not be in vain. And then after the killing of our people in Onitsha Head Bridge, we had another one, Ekempo. I was in Ekempo, St. Admon Catholic Church in Ekempo. On that Heroes Day, like we are going to experience or celebrate on the 30th of May, I was invited then by Chidebere Onwodiwe. The directive was that I should go to that Catholic church. They will pick it up from there. And when I got to Ekempo, Opiweka, I called the number that was supposed to direct me to Ekempo. The number was switched off. And I called my state coordinator then. Of course, he's still my state coordinator. And I said, I'm in Opiweka now. The person who is supposed to take me to the place I will stay till the 30th of May, that was the eve of 30th of May, the number is switched off. The person said to me, oh, I'm somewhere in Ekempo already with one of our members. Come and join us there. That is how I went there. The man is late anyway. We will remember all of them. It was around 4 a.m., this kind of time or earlier than this, we begin to receive call. Because then I was Biafra Land Deputy National Coordinator. We begin to receive call. They are killing our people in Ekempo. They are killing our people in Ekempo. I tell you, 1,000 people were slated to sleep in St. Admon Catholic Church. I am sure that not any of them survived. The few we can give account of, some of them are currently undergoing surgical procedure, as I'm telling you. Since 2015, they are still undergoing surgical amendment, operation to amend their, oh my God. Are we talking about what they did? It was in the main hall of this Catholic church. When they came, they on light inside the hall, saw everybody. Through each window, they opened fire sporadically, and only God knows if anybody survived. They brought 911 truck and packed their dead body away. Nigerian army were the one who mopped that blood from that church, and they arrested the Reverend Father in that church immediately. The Reverend Father refused to give account of what happened because they will kill her. They will kill him. But I thought he wanted to go to heaven. Why is he not going to heaven? A grave, a shallow grave or whatever was made in Barak and Anambra, and they buried these people. We will remember them. I would have been dead. If not that person's phone number switched off, I would have been in that Catholic church. And maybe I would not be here today. We will remember them. We went on to Aba High School. We were there to organize to remember our hero. Nigerian police army came. They were behaving like commandos. Even dead body, there are video clips on the net already showing Nigerian police searching somebody they've shot, waiting for him to die. The Nigerian police and army are doing picking pockets. They were murdered. We will remember them. Are we going to go to Afaribeku, the invasion of our leader's house? In fact, our leader gave an order, first of all, because the killing continued within 3 days interval. The first day, he said, all roads lead to Afaribeku. We moved. I was in a vehicle. And on getting to Isialangwa Junction, I saw where Nigerian police blocked the road. They were searching everybody. And I was in the back seat of a vehicle. I couldn't record properly. I wept that day because I saw IPOB member, Biafrans, drinking mud water, rolling in mud water. Some of them have been shot to death. I saw them. I couldn't record it. I was weeping in my heart. I said, God, how can we tell the world what is happening? My vehicle finally was able to screen, and they allow us to go. There was a trader in that vehicle that I entered. That trader was carrying a tin tomato carton. I was at the back seat, so I used my hand to tear one of the tin tomato basket and hide my Android phone there. So when they were searching me, they only saw one Chinko phone. So Nigerian police, when you are looking for IPOB member, please, if you see the person carrying cow, search the whole cow, because sometimes we travel with trailer carrying cow. Adia mama, Amandia in easy. That is how I was able to escape that trip. I saw people dying. Finally, we got to our leader's house. I saw jets havoling, flying around our leader's house. I saw men and women, young men and women, Biafrans, being hunted down like animals. They were fighting us with sophisticated weapons. Military software was displayed that day. Even drone was bombing everywhere. Why is Nigeria not talking about it? Oh, they can sweep it under the carpet. Do you know that about 28 persons died that very day? We're not talking about those who went into the bush and bled to death. You say we're not going to remember them. In fact, even our supreme leader dog, Jack, will be remembered. And we remember them 30th of May, sit at home. We go on to Iguacha massacre. I have witnessed it 2 times. The first rally we underwent, I still know how many people that died there. I was with one, my coordinator was there with me on that very day. They shot him tear gas on the eye. His eye is ruptured. He's still alive as we speak. Maybe he's listening to me. We've not forgotten them. I know that in that first rally, we tried to take about 7 people down to teaching hospital in Port Harcourt then. When we got there, they refused to treat us. And out of these 3 persons we took, no, there are 5 persons. A coordinator from Ubibu, something in Bu, was the one who actually helped to convey these wounded brothers to the teaching hospital in Port Harcourt. They refused to attend to us. Before my very eyes, 4 of them bled to death, remaining only 1. It was midnight. I was exhausted and I have to go home. And that brother continued rescuing them. And when they come to pick the dead body of our people for record purposes, they were stopped. They had information that Nigerian SARS, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Boko Haram were on the way into that hospital because they received a tip-off. They called me that say one of the people, one of them is still alive. What do we do? The vehicle we are carrying now, we have dead bodies on it already. What do we do? I told that brother, I said, that one that is alive, package him as a dead body. Who knows, he may survive. And then they moved these people. As they were leaving the premises of the teaching hospital in Port Harcourt, the Nigerian Boko Haram security department were entering there. So they narrowly escaped. The brother I'm talking about is still alive and is listening to me. He was dropped in tank within Rumukurushi Aziz. And another brother from Cross River State took him, and another sister who is a nurse attended to him. He survived, he's alive. But those who died, we will remember them. We will not leave them. That was the first killing in River State. I won't go into what happened later because it's a case study for another day. When Donald Trump, the president of America, successfully won, considering the fact that Nigeria were sponsoring, what is this woman name? Clinton what? Hillary Clinton. Nigeria was sponsoring many countries to terrorize, to hack our American database, to rig Obama. I mean, did I say Obama? Including Obama, we were working very hard to rig Donald Trump. But we gave moral support. We gave unalloyed support, according to Mbaka, when he was giving unalloyed support to lead Buhari, to Donald Trump. And we're happy. At least we want this man to be president of America. Maybe we'll see the truth. Maybe he will, of course, even if Donald Trump refused to talk about Biafra issue, at least for restating the state of Israel and allowing Tel Aviv to become the capital of Israel, Jerusalem, is beautiful and unbelievable. That is a way to go. We came out on the street. We rejoiced. We sang song. Donald Trump. Oh, we were very happy. Foreign mercenaries were hired. At different junction, our people were shot. There was a boy. He's still alive. He may still be alive today. He's still listening to me. They shot him. He refused to die. Boko Haram army man took the nearest wheelbarrow, if you know what wheelbarrow is, and began to hit this boy on the waist region. The boy went from one procedure of operation to another, surgical operation to another, because the wheelbarrow cut all the vein within the waist region of this young man. When they connect this vein, he will start urinating, but he cannot go to toilet. They say the other vein was cut, they will connect it back. But that boy to survive means that there is a purpose. So if he's listening to me, you know there is a purpose in your life. You were meant to die. They actually wanted you dead, but you didn't die. But who is talking about them? No. They come on the radio, they deceive you. Oh, we are one Nigeria, we are peaceful, we are... But this I'm an eyewitness of what I'm telling you. I'm not, they didn't tell me now. This one, they didn't tell me. You see, we are one Nigeria. We are men of God and women of Allah and men of Allah. We love peace and we want one Nigeria to, on the expense of who? Do you want one Nigeria to continue? We've been keeping quiet all this while. That is why your atrocity have been covered. But now, it is time. The game had just begun. Have it at the back of your mind. We are not in a hurry. Even the current looting ongoing, you will wish you never lit, because we will make that money useless for you. All set, Yana. And after Igbocha massacre, Donald Trump massacre, we go back to Aba massacre. A lot of shallow side grief was cited in Aba, but nobody's talking about it. They just cycle. In fact, as we are talking, they are still killing our people in Aba and other axes of Biafra land. They just round you up. Oh, how dare you carry IPOB flag? I mean Biafra flag. How dare you have Biafra flag in your phone? You are a dead man. When you see them, they say, Kai, Barawodambaza, Kai, Wallahi, you are dead. Oh, they think they are hero. They think they are hero. Oh God. Shallow graves everywhere for our people. Amnesty International will bear me witness. Do we need forensic evidence to actually find out who these dead bodies are? No. But we know our people were killed. We will remember them. We said we were going to organize a rally. All road lead to Bayelsa. And the moment we get to Patani, branching into Bayelsa, Nigerian Boko Haram army were there. They stopped every vehicle, arrested everybody. It doesn't matter whether you are a PUB member. As far as you applied on that road, the only thing that will save you that day is that you are Yoruba. You can say, Joy Shanu Mioluwa, or you are Awusa. You can say, Kachiko Ineje Kanamaku. Without that, they lie them in a swamp. What do they call this worm? We call it, what do they call it? It's called a sucking blood. I do not know the botanical name, but locally we call it sucking blood. They were sucking blood inside those water. Our people were meant to lie down there. They start lying down in this muddy water from something around 10 in the morning, and most of them lie in that water even over the night. They were total lockdown. Many people died. We can remember the likes of David Enam, who survived that very hideous crime against humanity. But many people died. We will remember them. Are we talking about the adoption? Who knows if Justice Ude is still alive? Because they would have killed him. Are we going to do anything? Maybe no, but certainly yes. But we know he's alive. But if they've killed him, there is no problem. Many more we have to suffer. Many more we have to die. So don't ask me why. There is a natural mistake flowing through the air. I won't tell you no lie. Things are not the way they used to be now. This could be the first trumpet. Might as well be the last. Many more we have to suffer. Many more we have to die. Don't ask me why. For those of you who think that the war is over here in Biafra land, you have to think again. Think again. Something is wrong. You have to rethink. Anyway, our target at the moment is to remember all of them. We will remember all our fallen heroes. I'll be back in a minute.
We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. I say we are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. Where we so the world, how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. We resolve the whole world. How much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish Biafra's story. Is the most touching and painful story in the world. Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing Biafrans, we do nothing to help them. Whether you help or not, we Biafran, we stand and protect our land, because we love Biafra, and we will die for Biafra. Oh, we are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish.
Yes, at this moment our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. For the last time, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. The special number dedicated to the female is 081-288-58614. Special number dedicated to the female is 081-288-58614. Special number dedicated to the female, the women, is 081-288-58614. Like I said, those in Biafra land should begin to get ready. I will not forget to remind you that Nigerian government, in the quest to still kill our people, are going about secretly to provide what they call water treatment or borehole treatment plant. They are planting this very poison inside borehole in every school in Biafra land. If you are owner of a school, you are a school perpetuate, you are a school head teacher, you are a school principal, please don't give the water to our children to drink. Yoruba and Hausa now are looking for another way to put imbecilic disease in the system of our children. They are going everywhere telling you they are NGO. They want to give you a water treatment plant. Please do not accept it. Do not accept it. The Ebola did not work. Chicken pox did not work. Cow pox did not work. Every attempt before now to begin to initiate this systematic killing of our people did not work. Now they didn't publish it. It's not in the newspaper. They are secretly calling the owners of school now. MTN is giving them your data. So in case they call you, don't be surprised how they got your number. MTN is the one giving them their data. Let me tell you what you don't know. I registered my MTN line with my company's name. But MTN changed it recently to George Onyibe, African Rep. MTN, did I register my SIM with George Onyibe, African Rep? I registered it with George Interlock, Royal Paver Interlock. Why are you changing my name when we tell you that the people we are fighting are so many? Most of you don't know. So don't bother how they will get your name. As far as you have BVM, as far as you are part of, you have MTN network, they are dealing with you. Well, but we are coming for all of them. It's bit by bit, because we will not fight all of them at the same time. You will not understand. You say, oh, how did they get my name? How did they get my number? Don't you have BVM? Aboki get BVM. That time on RTC on the advance, where they give them your fingerprint. But I don't blame you, because the system is actually designed to wipe us away. So I don't blame you. That time you are giving them BVM, you are signing your death warrant. That time you have MTN SIM card, you are signing your death warrant. MTN, one day you will tell me why you change my data without my permission. DSS know I owns that line. All the Boko Haram apparatus security guys in Nigeria know I own that line. I'm not dropping that line. Track that line. Follow that line. Kill George Onyibe. We shall see how it end for you. But let it be on record. I didn't register George Onyibe African rep, because when I bought that line, I was not African rep. IPOB, I've not even heard of IPOB. Oh, you are collecting my data. But what am I saying in effect? All those of you who have school registered, they are going to call your line. Don't be surprised. Those of you who did not register your school yet, they will still send those their area boys to look for you. Yeah, you think they are doing you favor. Since when did Nigerians start caring about the water we drink? When more than 90% of those in the coastal region are drinking from the same water they urinate in, the same water they pass visits in. Use your head, shine your eye. If you like, you hear. If you don't like, don't hear. Mothers and father, tell your children not to drink water from the school. Look for Ragolis water. Any conco, put water for them. Let them go and drink. Because this is their plan. It will not work. But in case you feel like dying, please drink that water. Accept it. But even if it's only 10 Biafrans remaining, we will never give up. We will never abandon this quest. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? I think it's not ready to speak. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller,
good morning, sir.
Good morning. This is female line. You should not be calling it. It's female line. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. My name is I'm not from Super. I'm from Biafra. I reside in London. Good morning, Onyibe. Good morning, our African guest.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Madam Dekano, the Deputy Director of before. The always work to bless and each every one of you. Letting you all, protect you, guide you, and give you everything from your life. You remember that target of May is a fifth at home. Remember our hero and heroine. Everybody in Biafra land and those in diaspora should put every effort to see that we establish our heroes and heroines. We wait for them that people can will be with us, can keep this our end. For those who are not ready, everyone should sit at home. Whatever you are doing, take care either or Kada, market people, road spectrum, everybody, farmers, pieces, whatever you call yourself, wherever you are, remember that this trouble is not for one person alone. In many sense, in their life, whatever you do, you must work out for it. Therefore, in this trouble, each and every one of us should put heads together for the expression of Biafra. May God bless all the entire members of IPOB, federal officers who are working seriously to prove that Biafra is forward movement. May God Almighty protect our leader, Madam Dekano, who came before, Onyibe, and all people who are in support for this struggle, and the freedom and independence lovers. May their days be long and see Biafra in very much good. I pray.
You see, thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Good morning, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
My My name is Onyibe. I'm calling from Mukwacha. And thank you for whatever you are doing for us. So thank God who brought Martin to liberate us from these shackles of darkness.
Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network, we must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Onyibe.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. I'm calling you from Biafra. One day, okay, away your design and I bear by Nuku. I want 30th of May. This is at home. Across Biafra land. Whether Mono want to know where it. Mono Naga State. Mono na Ebo State. I never call you all at their way. Now, 30th of May. This month. We want to at home. Especially in the Naba here. Why I got that day. I got a mepe. A car had a mepe. Shopping center had a mepe. I just ran in the corner at their way. Now, 30th of May. Now, sit at home. Madam River State. And now, River State to Awula. Can I make all of their way on a happy? Madam Warrior May. Why I on River State? Why I get the penny? Ebo State. Can I make all of their way? Now, 30th of May. Why I to come the pen at Ebo State? Ebo State. Chairman. He doesn't have Ebo State. When I walk around with Mepa and 30th of May. Ndị Enugu, ka anyị na-eme ka ụlọ mara ọgbaete Enugu, chairman onwe ahịa ahụ, awakwụrụ awa emepe ahịa na 30th of May, across Biafra land, ọwa otu mkpọ Ọnịcha, Anambra, ka anyị na-eme ka ụlọ dị awe na onwe ha ahịa otu mkpọ ga-agbapeni. Ahịa otu mkpọ Ọnịcha, agaghị emepe ya na 30th of May, this month. Any chairman will disobey this order. Martin Nandi Kanu. Donald Chairman Owula, or Central Chairman, William Owula, may disobey this order. In Biafra, I got a gun on my loan now. Another Abonia in Hagen, Moyanaga, and Mary Jones, Oyamana, Odilatia, Watabutua, will be struggle. Across Biafra land. Whether Onyibe State, Chairman of Onyibe State, Ayawula. Now I may disobey this order. Mepa Onyibe State. Onyama Awula Sabotura, Nile Biafra. Major and number my people. Ndumunoha. Onwe I know the Amigba Azona 30th of May. Ndumunoha. All the Amigba American at 30th of May. Only Porodo. Or Afomaka. Or Warrior Bako. Onwe I get Mepen at 30th of May. As to tell Munan in the Burebu. Onye Buronye Kyobi de Mama. Onye Buronye Kyobi de Mama. Remember your people. These people. So one Yagaria Beg. Oya May. You know that. What's not the calendar? Why I got a penny? It's my body car. My people, my only put out my pony. My Onyibe. My brother, go ahead. We are supporting you. You know, the moon, I want to we are supporting you from here in Aba. We are supporting you. Martin and the Kalo, our screen leader. The way any other leader, whether me who govern and me who clear this law, we are supporting you. But Martin and the Kalo is your leader. Martin and the Kalo is your leader. Whether me we are reach me in your way and I say Martin and the Kalo is your leader. What do you do? I'm talking here. Remember, resolute from here in Aba.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, good morning, Onyibe.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
I greet my fellow Biafrans all over the world. And I want to use this opportunity to remind us that 30th of May is when we remember our heroes. Those of you in Biafra land, please sit at home and do the needful. Those of us that are in diaspora, my name is Okwagu. Okwagu is from Abi. And at the moment, I am the PRO for indigenous people of Biafra in Sweden, in Stockholm. And I want to use this opportunity to invite those of us that are listening right now to the center of Stockholm City on the 30th of May, which is going to be a red day over here. A red day means it's going to be a public holiday. And we're going to be at Segeltorp. Segeltorp is in the middle of the city. Those of you that have access to IPOB Stockholm on Facebook will see our contact details and also see our publication notification towards our gathering. Last year was a wonderful year. As we remembered our fallen heroes, they also remembered us, and we are growing and we are excelling. This year we will remember them again on a red day. On a red day meaning it's a holiday over here. So let us come out, congregate, and light a fire that will make them understand that we are remembering them. Those of you in Biafra land, sit at home and enjoy yourself. Remember our people. Mazi Onyibe, I want to thank you. I will find other opportunities to call on your program to remind our people, those of them that are listening in the secret, those of them that are Biafrans, but refuse to join this, struggle that will help us to achieve a better future for our unborn. I thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Yeah, good morning, Onyibe.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good morning to all. Yeah, good morning to all Biafra. My name is Neka Chukwemanya Sebe. I'm the deputy coordinator of UAE. I just want to thank you for what you are doing for your country, where the more grease to your elbow. And which could continue to strengthen you day by day and cover you with his glory and his protection and your family. I want to thank all Biafrans, especially the hard court, for their quest for restoration, and thank our supreme leader, our Lord Nandi Karo and his deputy. I pray that you will continue to strengthen them and protect them and empower them and give them the glory to march forward until our country is restored. I want to speak to our people, especially in the Biafra land. I want to thank them so much for what they have been doing. They have been sitting at home. They should not forget they have done it before. It's not that we are pleading to them. They know what they're supposed to do. Everybody in Biafra land, even me, my uncle went for war. They all paid the sacrifice. So we should not ignore them. Here we are. They also remember their heroes. Why can't we remember our own? We have been doing it and we continue to do it until Biafra is restored. So they should not see it as something that is a burden. It's not a burden. They should do it with joy. They should do it, with remorse, trying to appreciate them, because it's not easy. Adibia will not die for us. We cannot give. That's why I say Biafra is an ideology. If they not carry this idea, we should not carry it on. And I believe and I trust that this our generation will restore Biafra. We are not going to carry it to next generation. Chukwukera will help our director, will help all of us. We bring it to pass in our lifetime. All of us will see Biafra. Nothing should happen to you. I thank you, Kel, for your life. Continue what you are doing. It is well with all of us. Biafra shall be restored. Well done, my brother.
Thank you.
Keep on keeping on.
The journey has just begun. Thank you very much, Adadino Rama. We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Bye from now. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Hello.
Go ahead, please.
Hello. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Ma. Go
Hello.
ahead, please. Good morning, Ma.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm 30th of May onye ọbụla ga-anọ n'ụlọ ya onwe onye ga-apụta ezi hapụga ndị iberibe a gara were ihe a si na Igbo a na-eme Igbo Day na 30th of May gaa nara ego ka anyị na-achọfa. Chineke ga-eti ha otiti. Chineke anyị ebilitela imegide ha. Ọ ga-emegide ha mbọchị ahụ, ọ ga-emegide ha n'ụtụtụ, megide ha n'ehihie, megide ha n'abalị. Chineke agaghị ekwe ka atụmatụ ha nwee isi. Ihe ndị a ka m na-ayọ n'aha Chukwu Okike Abịama.
You see, thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. President.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
I still remember the I'm calling from indigenous of Biafra. I'm calling from Abba in Abba.
Go ahead, please.
I greet you, my evolutor, who can. I greet my deputy, which I from the phone. And all my sisters, okay, God bless all of you. Then, my people here in Abba, it's not only to call on radio and remember our people. Go to villages, go to streets, where we are doing your business. Tell people about it at home on 30th May. Tell them so that all of us will work this thing together. Here in Abba, we are showing you. We are going to show everywhere that everybody will sit at home on that 30th May. We are going to remember our own. Okay, for instance, if that day we went to our leader house there in Umaya, I'm among those who can stop at Alangwa Junction. But as God may have it, we escaped them. And when we went to Opera Square at Anambra State, they shoot us. They went on her. They used a quarter and looking up after us. But God save us. Some of us are injured. Some of us dead. We are going to remember those people. We are not going to leave them like that. They are our own. So let everybody call your people from the village. I'm from Obo. I'm a people in Obo. I'm not hearing their voice. Since I'm so confused about that. But when I went to village last time, I talked to them. I still tell them, let them come up and join the trouble so that we will restore our father's land. Well, thank you. I just want to stop it like that. All we know is.
Thank you very much. 30th of May, sit at home in Biafra land. Can you hear me? Call on the line. Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Jimmy. I'm calling from Military Province, Biafra land. I just want to pray and also thank Kajama for a successful sit at home. I know it has become a success since all our enemies have turned around to come and to start going to newspaper press to tell them that they are not against 30th May. They are not against 30th May. They are with IPOB. They will celebrate their heroes that are dead. I want to thank you for them. I want to thank you for the good work you are doing, for all these teachings. I say, may Chukwu bless you. May Chukwu bless all Biafrans. May Chukwu bless all the principal officers. I can't name all of them. Chukwu bless all of them all. May Chukwu bless our spring leader, Mazinam Dekan. May Chukwu bless our deputy leader, HMF4. May Chukwu bless you, Mazinam, and protect you in this Biafra life.
Thank you very
Nothing will
much.
happen to
We
us.
must continue.
We will live and see Biafra. The name of Chukwu.
Thank you very much. We must continue.
Yeah.
Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Go ahead. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah. My name is Chukwemeka Kano. I'm calling from Iguata. I'm from Umaya Province. My dear, I love the program. I pray may God bless you and bless all the principal officers, those who have been working assiduously to make sure that we restore our land. I want to use this opportunity to tell people here in Onyibe, because last year they saw what happened, that everybody should eat at home. And I want to encourage our coordinators to make sure that we come up and begin to make sure that all the whole people, either with placards or evangelism, begin to make sure that everybody complies. And I want to call my people in who communicate today in Omaya province. Because can I allow me to use my dialect?
Go ahead.
So, because ndị Ibeku, Aparuku Ibe, Amazu, Iteke, ihe anụ na redio Biafra na-amaghị na ihe anyị na-eme. Ọ bụrụ ezi Nnamdi Kanu nwe anyị otu Aparuku Ibe na-apụta ihe nwanne anyị nwoke na-adọ ma ọ bụ ihe nruo anyị. Unu ga-enọ ndị ọzọ esi mba ọzọ bịa dọtara anyị ihe isi mmanụ ala anyị. Ndị ga-apụtara igwe ya si sọpụta Nnamdi Kanu. Unu pụtani 30th of May, onye apụtara, onye agara ahịa, onye agara ọrụ, unu nọ n'ụlọ. Gwa ụmụ si ma skuulu onye ọbụla n'ụlọ. Ka anyị sọpọtụ ihe during the war imere na ụmụahịa. Because Maazị Onyibe, please, that is what I want to say this morning. Thank you very much.
We must continue.
Thank you.
We want to go home, nothing more, nothing less. But then those who died for us to be alive, their sacrifice will not be in vain. Their sacrifice will not be in vain. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. I really don't know what is wrong with your line. You always call me, and each time I pick your call, the same thing happens. Maybe you check your line. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Caller on the line.
Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Good morning.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from Aba. I'm Maazị Nnamdi Okoye from Nnewi province. Please, I want to advise my people in Nnewi to make sure at 30th of May everybody will sit at home. And Nnewi motor pass, Nnewi building material, everybody should sit at home. Because I want to use my dialect to talk to them. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Because Nnewi, Urago Nnewi, Otoro Nnewi, Omudin, Nnewi, Ejimo Hera, and Agonia Vola, on the Dinulu, at 30th of May. Yana Zawoge, if for a particular person, not for Onyabola. Onyabola, the honor dying of Buddha. Marana, I was a Fulani na Yoruba. I would have indeed the and though as I come on or both. Oh, I know why organized. Then they will know that you are not JD. And I'm a human, Onyabola, no general. The full Bosage made it to be a poor man. Yeah, but I take a good part of ourselves. Maybe nobody is thinking normal. You know, people don't listen to advices and other things. Because I'm a human. You know, but 30th of May, may announce because everybody knows it's a Remembrance Day for our heroes. Don't worry. That's saying about that day when I was
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Ada.
God bless you, bless your family. My name is Onyibe. I'm calling from Abakaliki province.
Go ahead, please.
I'm a vice woman leader in local government IPOB women. God bless you and bless your family. I want to speak with my dialect.
Go ahead, please.
I na-ekwe ndị IPOB bụ na 30th of May anyị ga-esi at home. Anyị ga-eme dịka onye ndu anyị kwuru. Mgbe na-asị ka Chukwu okike abịa maka goziere m onye ndu anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, gozikwa Maazị Uche Mefo na Ikechukwu Ọnọra na ndị niile na-ejere ozi na IPOB niile. Ndị niile na-agba mbọ ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị wee hụ ala ọma nke Chineke kwere anyị na nkwa. Mgbe na-asị na ọ ga-adịrị unu na mma n'ụtụtụ. Achọrọ m ịgụrụ onye ndu m egwu. Kenele m Nnamdi o, kenele m Maazị Nnamdi Odogwu, Nnamdi Odogwu, onye nwere ya nwere mmadụ o. Kenele m Uche Mefo, kenele m Uche Mefo Odogwu, Uche Odogwu o, onye nwere gị nwere mmadụ o. Kenele m Maazị Onyibe, kenele m Maazị Onyibe Odogwu, Onyibe Odogwu o, onye jikwa gị jikwa mmadụ. Ọ ga-adịrịrị unu na mma n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ma. Ise. Shalom, nwa Chineke. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from Germany.
Go ahead, Ada Dinoramma.
Elizabeth Onwa.
Go ahead, please.
And inside my village waiting. Preach on the 14th of Banimaho. Because after the Biafra, the 7 years during the Biafra War, I'm in 1960. And my two uncle Garaga Biafra. And Ogehan Latara. Thank God we have na aga Biafra, but Ogehan Latara. The thing we wouldn't because me the experience. I was on a Yoruba that I mean the Biafra that I've been for 2 years. Because okay, my uncle had water during the Biafra war. In a room because I know who Juku. You had a go okay, the 10 years after the Biafra war, the 10 years. Even my uncle had a go water. Merengini jebu somaga. Merengini jebu somaga. Obodu n'egwu n'ojukwu nọ n'elugwu na-ekwu merengini jebu somaga. Ndị ọbụla ndị Biafra ga-ata ahụhụ ya bụ ekpere m ji ha. Even till today nọ Germany, akam ka baito England because England mechi ha during the Biafra war. All of us in the supermarket is or something. Even here the British flag nọ n'ime ya. I immediately try to go that in Biafra Biam I just dropped what of that in Jinaka. Oh my John said, Mama, why you leave her now? As I remember Biafra we are not fit by her. This is talking about 9 years ago. And even did they happy with you, George Onyibe. Even did they very, very happy when you are. You are only ten, but only seluku. You only seluku me say. And all money seluku. Even in the 17 years in YG, 1977 can look. All the money seluku. Even this seluku na pomo Onyibe. Na papa ni Onyibe. Makpo ha nwe onye Awụsa. Ndị so ahụ m reason unu ga na-eji akpọ m nwe onye Igbo because aha dị mgbe Okonkwo, aha onye mụrụ dị mgbe Ikechukwu. Asa ha nwaanyị unu ga na-eji akpọ m nwe onye Igbo. So ndị bụ unu na-asụ, ọ bụrụ Igbo unu na-asụ.
That is brainwash of Nigeria.
Yeah.
These people did their work well. Over 200 years they recondition our people. Over 200 years. You see Igbo man denying his identity. He's a Niger Delta.
He said you cook and no dimbo item I do Gabreba, Obri item Abaha when they lord Biafra war. And even hate Yende Yoruba, but my grandfather, or a reverend to Methodist church. When I have a son, no, who small. I Babanima here. My grandmother is so melu. Nde Yoruba man, there was an waka. 27 years, and is so when my gonna eat him. That's why you hate it. You don't maintain the Biafra that I have for 2 years. I believe in God. And my grandfather served Chineke till young one because my grandfather won Methodist church in Anaba. Oh, we're Allah nye Chineke. Ndị Yoruba ma ndị Hausa sị ha lụọ ọgụ Biafra o shi ka ha na-ezu the whole ọkụkọ nọ n'item ha kpesi ya the whole ewu nọ na item anyị ha buru ya and ha buru all those things and sị ha buru ya abreba ha buru the thing ruo abreba ha agbagbusie ha ndị Biafra were experience that's why you hate the whole people. Okay, preach in Germany near I come to say thank God no Germany come no. Okay, much I preaching. I go into say my German man. German man say my mama. Now okay na Zama na na talk away go na church.
But you know, if you're not seeing all these things, when we are making all these reports, some people saying, "Oh, it's propaganda. It's propaganda." How they know? How they know? Is beating their imagination.
For 1960. Yes, Hancha that Judge Onyibe. Oh, I was saying no, but don't name her. That thing, even I all this ordinary before.
Of course, they are in Britain Museum now, and our people are paying millions to go and watch what Yoruba churches are condemning. ROC they took from Biafra land, as they call them, is in British Museum, and our people are paying millions to go and look at it.
I saw Biafra about 2 years ago by myself because I'm no Biafra. I know my IPOB, but I'm going to
join IPOB because
this thing 2 years ago. I go Biafra. And my mother place here. A for 2 years. Yeah, I'm not bad. That very day before me and that is our okerechi. So that thing with them to ihe masaru Chineke because our okerechi. Yeah, so okay, man, we just say Chineke bụ number 1 for me. Mkpọ Chineke ma akpaga ndị okerechi ahụ. Ma akpọ my grandfather ha savu Chineke oge ha na-asavu Chineke. Ewere Sunday. And agha ahụ na-enye ndị Nigeria nsogbu na. And m na-ekele that Chineke ekele agha ndị okerechi. Because m na-Biafra war experience. M sị na ndị ebe ha bezi bụ na Abreba. Ndị amị ndị Nigeria bịaze item. Ihe zuo ma ọkụkọ ma ewu. Another akpọ ha sị ka ha buru that thing gawa na Abreba. Abreba buru ha that thing agbagbusie ha. They will not come back. I'm not touching my canal. The 7 years.
But when I was saying it, some people will say it's propaganda. Awusa leprosy, Awusa Fulani and Yoruba, raping our women before their brothers, their fathers, and their mothers.
The 7 years. I'm in 1967. I'm in 1960. My grandfather, my grandfather is a reverend in a Methodist church. I'm any more than the okay, I'm up at I'm in Nigeria with a so old man, no, and I'm at that place in Hassan Yuba.
Yes.
Non Biafra soldier. After the war, believe me.
If you notice my study ongoing, I said,
yeah.
Even after the war, even as we speak, the war is still raging. Immediately they say the war is over. They made a false promise and say 3 arrows: reconstruction, reintegration, and what is the next arrow? Reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reintegration. None of them, they were false promises. They hide under these guys and start killing our people. The same thing they are doing till this moment. And our people can't even see it. But then we will see it.
George Onyibe do 59 years now. When I'm on 1960, I don't know how many years. Somebody I got lawyer, to God, I'm telling you, because even England will be ready for them. Really?
It is well. We must continue.
India. Yeah, India. India, they bad. Yoruba na Hausa. Yoruba.
They are pretending.
Yoruba. I got a video back. Kim and Ojuku na Bia Lagos. My mother Hanaga, Ojuku Bia Hana. Even my mother Hana na Sugubiri. Ojuku, my mother Naga the meeting. Ojuku Kuru na Yoruba na Hausa Galo final. I'm not one who did Esopala Halo or Guaha. Because I got already. These 2 people got already. That was short banker. Yes, we were happy because you were Nyabo. Because before 1977,
Even this is how bad it can be. Even the side you're talking about on Anyocha, even Abo people will be telling Anyocha people then Ndizibo. I don't know if you have heard that language. Ndizibo. Now, Anyowa no na data, I know na former Bende state. I want a Mexico when in Kewa. Now, upon the Awundi Zibu, the Awunden can, the Awunden.
Even though you are original this bubble, even states on their side, you need so that's a problem.
The Nigerian state, British government actually, you see, when I begin to look at what the Britain are doing, I watched a documentary how they were teaching parrots to talk. And they also compared it to how they were torturing the blacks during the slave trade era. Then when they catch you as a black man, they want to speak Queen English for you. You cannot understand. Then they will take a cane and begin to beat you. You must repeat that thing or they will beat hell out of you. And then somebody said, why do you have to torture them to speak your language? And he said to them, if I can make the parrot to say, God bless the Queen, and then certainly I can make this nigger to say, God bless the Queen. And when I see people who are very proud of their English and the Fune they command, I could only see somebody who is living in the shadow of misery of his past. It's too much to talk about, I must tell you. But
because even though you're German, now the 10 Aprils, I don't like. So Chineke my wife, Otu Amagata school, you were only 10 Kahadana, the whole Germany. So open up Biafra, we saw those people that they are not teaching them to Biafra stand there. Forget me and there I was saying the Chineke Gaba Wume.
Thank you very much.
Because the wicked people will work. I'm going to but
these are children of Satan among us. Not all of us. Makanetu mwa na-elege nwa iburu ajọ mmadụ ọ bụrụ ndị Igbo niile onwe ndị Igbo bụ ụmụ ekwensu children of Satan. That is why DNA is very important. Considering how many women they rape, don't you know their blood is among us? Do you know, I discussed with somebody yesterday. He said, when you talk about this DNA issue, I take it very seriously. He said, do you know in my family we have a Yoruba Igbo, we have Hausa Igbo? He said in his family, he's from Anambra. He said when he look at them, he's afraid of them. The moment they grow up, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they will send them to Sokoto or Kaduna for baptism. Once they come back, when they contest for election, of course, you are sure of express. So if we agree it's our people that are bad, then all of us are going to die. Not all of us, but there are children of Satan in our midst. product of rape, we will set
one parable. Say, bastard. This small, the place I do quiet, you have to protect maybe everywhere.
All those bastards in our midst, they are the ones say, I don't want to hear Biafra. Watch all of them, their blood is not pure.
Like what I do the Biafra experience, the 7 years old go be do, the 10 years old go end. Make after as like they do because we are Sunday Yoruba now was in my one day Yoruba Mochama and mark in the Badon. Yes. Yeah, okay, now bye bye. Judge Onyibe.
Thank you. All right, they will. This is where we draw the curtain for this segment this morning. Our people must know everything they've done to us. They think we don't know. So when you see a Biafran say, "Hey, I'm not a Biafran. I'm Niger Delta. I'm Delta Niger." Watch them. They are saying the truth. DNA will set this different. DNA test we will know who is really a German. You cannot hate your father. Our people will say, no matter how bad your mother food is, you will always eat it with satisfaction. So when you see somebody who is a Biafran, he says, I'm not a Biafran, he's a hooliganistic, he says, watch that person. Our Wosa Yoruba blood is what is speaking through them. I stand up from here, remain blessed, remain focused. For 30th of May is Second. They will know.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still God that is always with me. Yeah, He's always with me. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. To join me, let us get it now. Through happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. I am talking about the holy land, yeah, where God will always reign. And the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice. Yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my song is suicidal, that I will lose my life for singing song, where there is freedom of speech. Mr. Mepho will remind us that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we meet again, yeah. Because we are the children of God. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Through happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. We are praying for the moment, yeah, when heaven will come for us, and the world will talk about us, so no one else have to die. All this nation will respect us, yeah. Understand we just wanna go back home. No amount of conquest to show, yeah. Cause we all got possessed, and the spirit is in me. My director will return home, yeah. Show us love we used to do before. Beautiful faces I will see again, yeah. We need you, we miss you, and we wait on you. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. Holy, Nambekano is another Savior. Holy, Nambekano is another Savior. Mugawa, Biafra, Kadege, that will run, baby, it is a chance. The sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah. We made it through the sun to home.